is up, YouTube? It's Nell here. How you guys doing today? So in today's video, we are going to be getting some YouTube predictions. Now, I've already done a video about 2024 YouTube predictions. I am going to do another one. I'm kind of going more in depth based off of that other one. So if you want to take a look at it, I will link it down below, up above, wherever pops up for you. Normally, I don't do more than one because, the cards are going to give me what they're going to give me. It's not really good to try to force a message across that I'm not given. But with the TikTok reading that I just did, which I will also link down below up above about TikTok perhaps being banned or whether or not it's going to be banned and predictions about that, I am interested to see if we can get a little bit further information and see if anything's going to change for YouTube about this. So yeah, if you're interested, that's what we're going to be doing today. This is going to be using the tarot cards. So everything I say in this video is all allegedly, in my opinion, and all of this is for entertainment purposes only. That being said, let's get into the video and see what other predictions we can get for the YouTube platform in 2024. All right, so let's do some shuffling. I've already done a pre-shuffle, but let's see. Let's see what we can get for YouTube predictions for 2024. Actually, a couple of the things, and I'm thinking about it, actually came true that I predicted in the last reading. I don't rewatch my predictions, but now I'm thinking about it. I did say that they were going to have a new form of monetization, something that you can make money off of that you haven't seen before. And I also kept talking about live streaming at the time. I was like, I don't know why I'm like so hell-bent on live streaming because it was like so out of the blue. But now I'm thinking about they did do the vertical live streaming, which nobody had seen before on YouTube. Obviously, we've seen it on TikTok, but yeah, that's interesting to me. All right, so let's get some predictions for YouTube 2024. Okay, so we have the Hangman in reverse. That was the last card. We have the Page of Needles, which is also the Page of Swords. We have the Eight of Cups. I believe that's the 8. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's so different looking than the actual Rider-Waite-Smith version that sometimes I do have to count to make sure that I have the right card because obviously they have different meanings. So the Eight of Cups and the Knight of Potions. Okay. Let me put these in view. I know this is going to sound crazy, but what I'm getting off of this is that I think they're going to try and steal talent. I really do. I'm not sure what platform they're going to try and steal talent for, but the Hangman in reverse is somebody that is not willing to change the way they are. So that could be a lot of platforms, to be honest. But it's something that's been happening for a long time, and people are very displeased with it. The Eight of Potions is somebody walking away from something. The Knight of Potions is the Knight of Cups, which is like an offer, an unexpected offer as well. It's like a really pleasing offer to somebody. The Page of Needles is saying that they've been kind of looking at this for a long time. They've been looking at the data, the research. They've been looking at this specific Page of Needles. Page of Swords has more than one person on it, which is really interesting. It's saying that they've been looking at the community responses to these people. Yeah, I think they're going to try and steal some talent. I wonder where they're stealing it from. I would not be surprised if it was TikTok. I guess steal is the wrong word. Let me rephrase this. Maybe steal is the wrong word, but I would not be surprised if they do offer some more contracts. I know people are saying that the contracts are over, like done with. YouTube's not going to do that anymore. I don't know, man. I really do. I would not be surprised if they're offering more contracts here. And it's because some other platforms, or it could even be, I'm saying platforms, it does not have to be platforms. It could even be like mainstream media companies aren't willing to change the way they work, the way they operate. They're not willing to make sacrifices, necessary sacrifices in order to improve. They're not willing to change the old way of doing things, basically with the Hangman in reverse. And I think that's really going to entice some people to be either exclusive to YouTube or to, if it was a contract, I would assume it's exclusive to YouTube. I wonder if this has to do with YouTube TV. That'd be interesting. I think it's gonna work right here with the Page of Needles. Look at this one. Look at this specific page of, they're smitten. They're like, oh yeah, like, let's go. Like, let's make plans. Let's move on with this. I think they're going to be pretty successful in this. I do. I think they're going to successfully actually take some people from other platforms or mainstream media, or maybe a little bit of both. I think people are going to be really pleased with the outcomes, like on all ends. I think the talent's going to be pleased. I think the viewers are going to be pleased because there's specifically 3 different people in this one Page of Needles. If you've never seen the Page of Swords, let me find it. But Yeah, there's specifically 3 different parties in that Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords normally only has 1 person. So this to me is really looking like the viewer, YouTube itself as a platform, and the talent are all just going to be like, oh, this is awesome, this is wonderful. This is an example of what the Page of Swords normally looks like, something around here with 1 person holding a sword. And also with it being the page rather than like the knight or the king of swords or something like that, says it's like a young energy. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's like a young person that they're, you know, taking or whatever, or that they're offering a contract to. It could be, wouldn't be surprising. It is media. But it just means it's an idea that has not really been implemented yet. It's something that's new and fresh and innovative. That's a good one. It's not something that they've really done too many times. So this is not something, I mean, I'm not saying that they've never tried it before, but I don't think it's something that you've seen too many times done on any platforms, but especially on the YouTube platform. It's going to be like a new innovative idea. So I'm going to get a couple clarifiers for this just to see. Can you clarify the 8 of Potions? It's kind of funny that 7 of Swords, I kept saying they were going to steal some talent. You can't really steal talent, I guess, because you offer them a contract and either they take it or they don't. But that's what it felt like. It felt like they were literally stealing talent. I mean, it's because these other parties aren't willing to change. They're not willing to offer more money. They're not willing to offer more pay. They're not willing to change the way they've done things traditionally, either with older or other social media platforms or with media. So I said they kept saying they were going to steal some talent, which is hilarious because this is literally the card of like, hey, I'm strategic about this. I'll take what's mine, you know what I mean, and leave you without. That's exactly what's going to happen here. That is funny. Let's see what else we can get here. Please give me some, oops, shuffling so hard that they're all falling out. Please give me some YouTube predictions in 2024. Please give me YouTube predictions for 2024. Let's see what we got. This is interesting. I really feel like it will be some, people are saying there's no contracts being offered, but I think that there will be. Let's get some YouTube predictions for 2024. It's just funny how YouTube's going to be like, here, you lost that? Well, here's this. 6 of Presents. Yeah, generous offer. A generous offer. 4 of Presents. Okay, so this is the 4 of Pentacles. This is the 6 of Pentacles. And this is the, let me put them up. The Knight of Candles is the Knight of Wands. So, yeah, the 4 of Presents is a selfish, greedy card, but it's also a card of safety and security. 6 of Presents, like I said before, is a generous offer, more than you thought it would be, like super generous. And like the 6 of Pentacles too is like an equal give and take. Like you're not being taken advantage of here. They're going to back up this offer. And the Knight of Candles is somebody taking swift action on something. So that's, I think this is saying what I said before about them offering people contracts. I really do think they're going to offer some creators contracts, especially if it's taking it from other other platforms or other traditional media places. Let's get some clarifiers for the 9 of Candles. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is so this is like a pleasant surprise with the Page of Cups here. The 3 of Cups is like a celebration, and also this speaks of community as well. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, which is people finally getting what they need. I think YouTube is really going to take advantage of whatever happens with the TikTok platform in particular and offer some really big incentives here with the 6 of Presents. I really do. And the Knight of Candles, like this is somebody almost like being like a hero in a sense sometimes. It's like people are going to be rushing to the platform because of whatever whatever YouTube is going to be offering with the 6 of Pentacles, which with it being the 6 of Pentacles is very generous. Yeah, the 4 of Presents over here is, like I said, it can be greedy and selfish, which I definitely think that obviously YouTube isn't doing this just out of the good of their heart. They are a business. They are going to be getting a lot back out of this. But I do think they're offering a lot of safety and security that wasn't on these other platforms. And I think the Knight of Candles is just saying that they're really going to be, a lot of people are going to be flocking to YouTube this year specifically, whether or not it's because of a TikTok ban or because of certain new incentives that they're rolling out, or because of hiring talent specifically for YouTube and only YouTube, like kind of like in a contract or something, or a mixture of all three. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a mixture of all three. All right, let's get some YouTube predictions. We're going to do some more YouTube predictions for 2024. Oh, I don't know what that is, but we're going to have to grab that. YouTube predictions for 20... I told you! A contract! I knew it! I fucking knew it! Look at this. Judgment. So Judgment does speak of like contracts and stuff and things being reviewed and overlooked. But like this specific Judgment card literally has a contract. Not all of them do. Most of them actually don't have a contract on them. Like I was feeling a contract so hard. They are going to sign talent. I don't care what people say. They are going to sign talent by the end of this year. All right, let me see. So I believe it was like this, and then this one was second. Yeah, I believe that's what we had. So we have the Eight of Presents, which is somebody with a lot of talent and a lot of what do you call that, like skill being rewarded. This is also being able to be working like independently and being rewarded for your skill, your labor. A lot of this can be having to do with like a certain trade. Obviously on YouTube, like you are a creator, depending on what you're creating, it depends on what that would be, but this is people being rewarded off of the work that they do and in a financial way. Then we had I don't know if this was upright or reverse because it flew all the way over there. We have the Ace of Presents, and then we also have the Page of Potions. Again, this is the Page of Cups that we just had before. I also think you're going to be seeing an increase of good content on the platform. I know specifically with obviously like AI and with YouTube Shorts and stuff, there's been a lot of I can't really, I'm not judging, okay? I put up some really bad content myself. It's part of the process, but a lot of bad content is being rewarded. That's the difference. A lot of it's being rewarded, like millions of views, some of this content, and a lot of it's like stolen, it's AI generated, it's just crap. It's like from movies that shouldn't be here because obviously it's like that's copyrighted material. I don't think you're going to see a lot of that this year specifically. I think they're going to start weeding a lot of that out. What are those channels, like automation channels? The ones that don't really do much for you. They just like say the same thing over and over again and they get a lot of views. Yeah, that sort of stuff. They're going to start cutting that out with the Eight of Presents because the Eight of Presents is a craftsman, like a tradesman. This is somebody who takes a lot of time and energy and looks at all the fine details to perfect their craft. And obviously these situations and these type of content that I'm talking about, that's not what this is whatsoever. That's like kind of crappy work, hasty work that should not be rewarded. Once again, we all make bad content, especially when we're starting out. But the difference is that you're not getting like a million views on that and you're not getting paid like thousands of dollars on that. You know what I mean? That's the difference, is that they're going to stop rewarding this terrible content with Eight of Presents right here. You're going to see actual like good content. Well, I guess good content is relative, but people who put a lot of time, effort, energy into their content, maybe even money for some people, is going to start to be rewarded with Eight of Presents right here. I think you're going to start to see a lot of people who are actually talented again on YouTube, instead of just seeing some of this crap that's been going around and getting a lot of views. So once again, good content is relative, talent is relative, but at the end of the day, it's going to be actual people perfecting what they do rather than just sticking shit in AI generator and getting $1,000 and millions of views off of it, right? Also with the Judgment over here, the Judgment is reviewing a lot of things. So I do think they are going to be going like on this specific Judgment card, it's Santa Claus, it's Sandy Claus, reviewing who's naughty or nice for the Christmas list, right? Who's going to get gifts and who isn't going to give gifts, which is funny because we have the gifts right here. Who's going to actually get that and who's not going to actually get that? They're going to crack down, and I wouldn't be surprised if they crack down really hard on AI and, like I said, automated channel. Like I don't think there's anything wrong with like faceless channels or like VTube channels or anything like that. It's just you get the difference. You get what I'm saying. If you know, you know. Like those really bad channels that steal stuff, that don't do work, that don't put time, energy, effort, and you don't necessarily have to put money in. It's just people with actual talent, craft, and who are actually providing value. That's the thing of the Eight of Presents. This is valuable, right? Whether it's valuable to you or not is, you know, that's all relative and up to your opinion. But it's going to be something that you can look at and see like, you know, maybe it's not for me, but I can see how it is getting rewarded. You know what I mean? Unlike some of the stuff that's getting rewarded now on YouTube. They're definitely going to be cycling through this hard this year. I also wouldn't be surprised when they do this reevaluation, which I'm sure is going to take some time, but when they implement these new policies or however they're going to do it, I also wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of smaller channels, smaller creators that are actually doing good content, but for whatever reason aren't getting seen. I wouldn't be surprised if they are elevated, because the Page of Potions is like fun, exciting news. And the Ace of Presents, once again, I'm not sure if it was like upright or in reverse. Either way, there is going to be a lot of money and opportunity to be had. This also speaks of, like I said, contracts. So I do think YouTube themselves is going to be giving out contracts, but I'm wondering if there will be a lot of like outsider people, I don't know how to say that, outsider brands giving out more contracts specifically to smaller creators, because the page is like a younger energy. Once again, this is not saying that they necessarily have to be young, like age wise, but like it's giving the energy of somebody who hasn't quite matured in their channel growth, you know what I mean? So I wonder if they're going to be giving a lot more money out to smaller creators, either through YouTube in and of themselves as incentives, and or from brands reaching out to smaller creators who have good content and good value, you know what I mean, with the Eight of Presents over here. Because this is giving that people can finally make money, whereas before, you know, you had to wait like 3 years just to be able to like do anything on YouTube. I don't think it's going to be like that anymore. Once again, we did have 6 of Presents, which is generous. This is generosity, and it's going to be like it's a present, it's a gift, and this is like excitement. This is like, what? I mean, you can't tell because this is the Nightmare Before Christmas deck and he just looks like creepy, but no, this is traditionally is somebody looking at a cup with a fish in it being like, what, how did that get here? That's awesome, you know what I mean? So this is really exciting for people, specifically smaller channels, creators who don't have as much following or as much experience, maybe even, that are still providing good content, are going to be able to be seen and be promoted, I feel like, with this 100%, not just in the algorithm but also in the like in a financial sense. Once again, I'm not sure if this contract for these little smaller creators is coming in from YouTube in and of themselves. It might be. It doesn't have to be a contract, but it could be just new ways to make money with YouTube or whatever. But it could definitely be from different like a contract is like, I'm thinking like brand deals or however else people make money on YouTube. I don't know. I should know, I'm on YouTube, but you know what I mean? Like brand deals, things like that. I'm wondering if there will be a lot more money coming in where people can get rewarded and can make full-time living off. That's what, because the Eight of Presents is like an independent energy. It's like you're being rewarded for your craft, like to the point that you don't have to do anything else. You can spend all your time and energy on your craft to perfect it and make it better. So I'm wondering if there will be more money coming in from different areas that can make it so people can go full-time faster. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. And if that's the case, that would be freaking wonderful, because I think people really deserve it. So I will say though, what I am a little nervous about with this, especially if TikTok goes down, or if there's, you know, if it gets close enough that, you know, people are scared about it, is that there is going to be a lot of people leaving other platforms to come to YouTube, which, you know, there's space for everybody, but this could make it a little bit like, it seems like it's kind of like a difference here. There will be more money coming in, it looks like, but there will also be a lot more competition because of incentives coming in, if that makes any sense. So that does make me feel like with this Knight of Wands and this Four of Presents right here, that the kind of like middle to bigger creators might get bigger and bigger, and the smaller creators might get smaller and smaller, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's just something to work out here. I know that's kind of like a little bit in contradiction to what I just said, but I don't think this will be like creators with no subscribers. You know what I mean? I just think it will be like smaller channels to medium channels that do have good quality content will be getting rewarded, whereas before they would probably have to wait years to see any sort of rewards or to go full time. But I'm thinking about like the new people who are coming in. I think it might be a little bit harder for them this year, specifically because of all the incentives YouTube is rolling out for people who are already creating on the platform. But I guess that was kind of, I feel like that's just going to happen to all social media platforms, to be honest. It's just kind of becoming the new traditional media at this point in time. It's kind of like how people used to be able to go to Hollywood or whatever in LA or whatever and have a little bit more easier time getting into certain businesses back in the day, but now obviously it's so saturated, it's kind of giving that vibe. So yeah, there's some hopes, there's a lot of hope here, but I do think that there is this Four of Presents with this is just really giving me like, we're keeping, I don't want to say the ladder's kind of coming up, that sounds bad, but it feels like they're gonna be it's gonna be hard to to outpace obviously people who are already on the platform and who are already getting this incentives if you are just starting out and have no experience. Is basically what I'm saying. Yeah, it just kind of feels like the ladder is kind of getting pulled up the more stuff that gets rolled out. And I mean, I think that's just kind of the way it's gonna go. I think it happens in every industry, you know? It's like the people obviously who are some of the top content creators or who have teams and stuff like that, which is usually the top content creators. Like you're just not going to be able to outpace them. That's the vibe I'm getting here, and I'm not trying to say that like scare anybody from starting. I don't think it's too late here, but I do think that a lot of these incentives are going to be rolled out for people who are already on the platform now, which as they should. They're the people bringing viewers to the platform, but and I do think it will be an opportunity for creators of all sides who already have a channel and who are already consistently creating content right now when this gets rolled out this year. I just think like new people trying to start YouTube channels, it's going to be like, it's feeling like, you know how TikTok back in the day, like nobody was jumping on it at first, and like people were getting views right off the bat, like boom 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 boom, reward, and then all of a sudden 3 years later, and it's like it's hard to get 1,000 followers on TikTok because of so many people just migrating to the platform and flooding the platform. It's feeling like that kind of vibe, which I guess is inevitable, but it is very very interesting to me, and it feels like good to me with the 8 of Presents. I do think a lot of people will be able to go full-time who wouldn't have been able to go full-time before this year specifically on YouTube, which is really great. I think that more and more creators of different sizes and followings are going to be able to finally just be like a content creator for YouTube. That's it. And not have to work a part-time job as much as they have in other years. You know what I mean? So like last year, year before, all that stuff, people usually had to wait. I would say most people waited at least a year or two to go full-time on YouTube, but even more than that. I don't think that's going to be the case after whatever is going to happen with this year on YouTube. I really don't. I think more people are going to be able to be full-time, just independent creators, and that's it. And just work on the content, and that's it, which is great. But I do have some concerns with people like who are trying to just start a channel like next year, the year after that, the year after that. I do think that the ladder is kind of getting slowly pulled up time after time. So anyways, all allegedly, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. And it's kind of like, what did we expect? It's been around for 10 years. So actually I lied. I think it's been around for 15. I don't even know. It's been along for a while. All right. So let's get one more poll and see. Let's get predictions for YouTube in 2024. Predictions for YouTube in 2024. Oh my God. It was more than I thought I wanted. All right. So we have the Strength card, King of Swords, the Fool, yep. New starts, new beginnings. And the Two of Candles. Interesting. This is weird. It's giving like there's a new start, but which way you could go, which path you could take on YouTube. Something new is being implemented here. I mean, I know they do it all the time, but it's something that we haven't done before. And it's like about which way you can go on YouTube, which path. That is so weird. King of Needles is somebody who takes like a logical approach. It could definitely be, analytical, of course, about analytics and stuff. But this specific King of Needles is like contemplating something. That is interesting. And it's like the Strength card is always to me about like making a big move, big decisions. When it's in the upright position, it's like, I'm doing it. I might be a little bit scared, but I'm going to do it. Like, and it's a huge life decision in a good way. So wow, this is so weird to me. This is the one that's the weirdest. I'm just like, I've never thought of there being multiple different paths on YouTube. Like obviously, yeah, you can choose different niches, you can choose different whatever you want to choose, but it's feeling more like there's going to be like a YouTube 2 or something, like YouTube TV maybe? I got to figure this out now. Like I could choose one or the other. Which path am I going to go down? And it's not shorts because this is something that they haven't implemented before. Oh, I can figure this out. Yeah, I'm just getting like, what YouTube do I want to do? That's so weird. All right, let's figure this out. Sometimes I explain what I'm getting, and then sometimes I'm just like, maybe I should just, get what I get and then tell people. The Sun, Wheel of Fortune, I love that. So that's the algorithm for sure. To me, at least in these type of readings. That's partnership. Ah. This is like the path of least resistance. There's not as many people, not as much competition, but it's not as balanced here with the justice in reverse. It's not as like give and take, equal maybe even. Okay, let me look at all this. So look at this. We have the Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Swords in reverse, the Devil. That was for the Two of Wands. Oh my god, there's so much in this. King of Swords reverse. Ace of Cups and the Knight of Wands. I mean, it could just be a new form of monetization, like a new form of how to reach YouTube partner. If it is, it's not going to be the one they already implemented. So not like the 500 plus whatever, you know, the new one they implement. It's not that. It'd be a different one. But I'm more getting the vibe. I know this sounds effing crazy. I'm more getting the vibe. It's like a different segment of YouTube. I don't know how that would work. The only thing I can think of is YouTube TV. I don't know. This is just me assuming right now. So this part of it is just kind of me saying what I'm thinking. But that's the only thing I could like understand out of this is like live TV or something, like trying to take over like TV or get a foothold in TV. Maybe not take over. That's a little extreme. But yeah, it's like a new offer, a new incentive. You can leave the old ways of like analytics, the old ways of doing the channel, the business behind, right? This is a brand new thing that they haven't rolled out before. A lot of people are going to jump on it. The Knight of Wands here. There's going to be a lot of money in it. I don't have to tell you that. I mean, you don't need a tarot reader to tell you that. It's YouTube. But a lot of money in it with the Nine of Pentacles right here. Very generous offers for sure. But it's kind of like, which path are you going to go? But it's going to be, whatever they roll out is going to be super successful with the sun right here. It's going to be a big step for YouTube. So I don't think it's something they've really shown before or done before. There's going to be a lot less competition on this particular path. But something about it, whoever these creators are that are going down this path, or the talent that is going to be using this alternative to the regular YouTube alternative, something about it isn't as balanced or as fair as like the old YouTube or the old monetization program is. Which, I mean, if they just roll it out, obviously I'm sure they're gonna have to fix kinks in it and stuff like that. But this is interesting. I mean, like, how can I just like leave that where it is? Because I really feel like it's like a new extension of YouTube. And I don't know how that would be, obviously, but it's like a new extension of the platform. It's like, which route do I want to take? The traditional YouTube route of like, this is how, you know, you get monetized and stuff like that, or this way? And like I said, it could just be a new way of making like partnership. If you want to be honest, I don't think it's that. I think it's like a whole new subsection of the platform. Like is YouTube TV on the actual YouTube app, or do you have to go on a different app? That's what I'm wondering. I don't know. Tell me more about this, please. Yeah, a lot of money in it. 10 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's different than the YouTube as we know it. I'm not saying it's obviously part of the platform, but it's different. The Lovers in reverse. It's separated. The Six of Potions is something from the past, which, I mean, YouTube TV could be. The Queen of Presents is something that they didn't really nurture up to its full potential, but the Ten of Presents is saying that there's a lot of money that they're putting into it, and also that there's going to be whole careers built off of this new segment. Queen of Wands, Death in reverse. The High Priestess. yeah, I'm not going to be able to pinpoint that. All I can say is that it feels like a new extensive YouTube, and I don't think that I wouldn't be surprised if it was even like a new app or something, like how they did YouTube Kids, except for, that wasn't a good app, but like they did something better than that. Just like a 2.0. I don't know how else to explain it, describe it. Or if it's not like a whole new app in particular, then I wouldn't be surprised if it's like, I keep saying app, just like a whole new subset. It doesn't have to be an app. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was like a whole new like segment of YouTube that you haven't been able to get to before. I don't know how that would look, but I keep seeing an app in my mind's eye. So, I mean, it would make sense if they made a whole new segment that, you could probably get to easily on a desktop site. Maybe perhaps it would be easier to just do 2 different apps, but I don't know. That's interesting. That's very interesting. All right, let's see any parting. I keep getting sidetracked because what's coming out is just so like, what? Out of the blue. I understand how crazy that sounds. I do. I'm seeing what I'm seeing. So I don't know. We'll see if I'm right. I guess time will only tell. Let's see. All right. Any last predictions for YouTube in 2024? Any last predictions for YouTube? I'm gonna put that back because it kind of like fell out and I hit it on my hand. Any last predictions in YouTube in 2024? Any last predictions for YouTube in 2024? Hold in progress. The High Priestess again. All I can say is this is something that is very well hidden and very secretive right now, and is also something that is very valuable. 4 of Candles is the platform itself, and the Page of Wands, Page of Candles. This is an exciting opportunity. This is like fresh starts. Yeah, it's just a lot of hype and excitement with YouTube in 2024. You know what? I'm getting clarifiers and I'm looking at this, and it's like the 5 of Wands in reverse is lack of competition. The 4 of Wands is on the platform itself, but for some reason when I saw this, I saw home page. And this is a separation. Are they? Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. Is the other app for shorts specifically? I don't know how they would do that. But yeah, there's not going to be as much competition with something on the homepage of YouTube because something else is being removed. This is so interesting. I wonder what's being removed. What is being separated here with the Lovers in reverse? And people are super excited about that with the Page of Wands. It just feels like fresh, exciting. There's just like such, it's invigorated. Like you feel invigorated, you know what I mean? And I think the viewers too are going to be like, oh yeah, this is cool. I'm seeing a lot of stuff that I haven't seen before. Like I'm actually excited to log onto the app again. You know what I mean? There's something that they're separating off of the homepage or off of the platform in particular. It's not going to be on the same platform anymore, or it's not going to be on the homepage anymore. And it's going to cause there to be less competition on the YouTube homepage because they're separating this. That's what I've been looking for. This is what I've been looking for. What is it? Can you clarify the Lovers in reverse? What is separating? Playing it safe. Something is being portrayed one way, but isn't coming across the way it's being portrayed with the Knight of Cups in reverse. So this is people not liking something because it looks one way and then it doesn't live up to its expectation. It could definitely be shorts. Maybe I'm biased, but coming back down to reality, thinking like, oh, at first we were like, oh, we can make this into something, but 7 of Cups in reverse is like, now I have to come back down to reality and see the realism of this, and it's not what I thought it would be. 7 of Wands in reverse, giving up on something. But what is separating? What is being separated? A waste of my time. This is people feeling drained by it. They're not happy at all with it, and they're ending this. I think it's shorts. I don't have a card that says shorts, but if I did, what is being separated off of the homepage? Yeah, they're just, look at that. The Chariot, they're moving on with this. It's not giving them the analytics and the feedback that they wanted. It's 6 of Pentacles. I don't know. I don't have a card for shorts, but I would assume it's shorts. I guess it could be live streaming too. I don't know, because I'm really getting homepage off of this 4 of Wands right here. And the live streaming isn't even on the homepage. That's some of the problems that people who live stream have. But yeah, there's something here that's being separated off of the home. So that whole spiel where I was like, I think it's shorts, like that's just me putting in my 2 cents. But there's something here being separated off of YouTube platform. Being separated, and it's going to give a lot less competition for people. It's going onto its own thing. Remember when I said there's like a 2.0 YouTube? This is what's being separated off of the homepage of YouTube onto its own thing. That's why there's going to be less competition. That's why people can choose one or the other. I'm telling you, in 2024, I would bet money on it. I have goosebumps. I am telling you, it's getting its own like YouTube 2.0. YouTube Shorts. I feel like it's YouTube Short. I feel like it's YouTube Short. I know how crazy this sounds. I know. Can we clarify the Four of Wands? And people are going to celebrate this with the Four of Wands. Oh my god, this video was only supposed to be like 20 minutes, but here we are. Yeah, they had to sacrifice something. They had to let go of something. The Five of Cups is some loss and also some regret. They had to take a loss on it, but they are working over here with the Three of Pentacles, probably with the communities and stuff like that, to see, like, to make it better, to make it function better. Three of Pentacles, if you can look up here, it's like, imagine three pieces of, what are those called, cogs in a machine, or imagine like all three of these cogs moving, and then it makes the whole machine move smoothly. Obviously, if one of the cogs gets like stuck or something, then the whole machine will stop, because they all need to function together well for this to work well. This is them having to sacrifice something that wasn't working. They put a lot of time, effort, energy into it. They're going to have to take a loss, and there is some regret and maybe even some sadness for some people who are using this specific feature that they're going to have to get rid of off of the homepage. But overall, it's best for the community. Three of Pentacles, and it's best for I don't know if these were in reverse, but it's best for just the platform in general, because this is about how people make their money and how people work and how people work together. And this could also be about collaborations, about what are they called, those people who put the money into the platform? Advisors? No, not advertisement. There we go. This could also be about what's working for advertisement too, and obviously, like, you know, that's going to play a big important part. But yeah, people are going to be celebrating that this is taken off the homepage. This is a big secret they're keeping. This is also the keeper of knowledge with the High Priestess here. So I'm wondering if I was gonna say, I wonder if they've tested this before somehow, because this is giving I know something you don't know, which obviously, like, you know, the people who make YouTube, like, and run the background of YouTube know a lot of things that we don't know, but it's giving like I know something that a lot of people don't know. I don't know. I can't dive into that because I don't really know anything about people in the background of the workings of YouTube. But yeah, people are going to be celebrating this for sure. And it's going to make a really good experience for the platform. It's just playing it safe. We're getting rid of this for good. Can we clarify the High Priestess? Look at that. Ace of Cups again. A new opportunity. The King and the Queen of Wands are in reverse. That's crazy. This could be definitely some anger and outrage over it. I mean, obviously, it's a huge platform. Anything people do is going to be like, but yeah, there is a big offer here. I want to know, why are people celebrating? Yeah, new opportunity. Wheel of Fortune, that's the algorithm. Oh my God. I can't tell you exactly what this is going to be, besides that they're getting rid of some stuff off of the platform. And I think it's going to be something off the homepage specifically, because it's going to cause a lot less competition for people. And I wouldn't be surprised if they have their own. I think so. We have a couple different layers of this. Obviously, earlier I said that they're going to be getting rid of a lot of people who are just not providing value. Obviously, those people are just going to have to, you know, be gone. And I guess, I don't know, that's up to YouTube to say whether they can start new channels or not. But so they're going to be really clearing that out and kind of purging that stuff out. But I also think that they're going to be clearing up something, like I keep saying, off the homepage here, and putting it on its own device, platform, app, YouTube 2.0, like, segment. I don't know. It's going to have its own place, basically. It's not going to be competing with all the other long-form content. Or it could be even the long-form content going somewhere else, but I doubt it, because long-form content has been what YouTube is and what make up YouTube. So I would assume it's the shorts going somewhere else. I would assume. But yeah, people are going to be so happy about it. Ace of Wands, there's so many new offers, new opportunities. The Wheel of Fortune is just like, this is good fortune all around, good luck all around. There's also a new cycle of the platform with the Wheel of Fortune right here. It's also being favored in the algorithm now. Once again, we have the lack of competition with the Five of Wands in reverse over there. Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups. This is people finally being able to express themselves again, and to be seen, and to get their voice heard, and also to be artistic and kind of be in their Queen of Cups energy, which is like artistic, creative energy. So yeah, that's cool. Can clarify the Chariot. Not moving forward with something. There's too much invested into it and they didn't get the money back. They didn't get the investment back with the Nine of Pentacles right here. The Fool in reverse, they kind of naively thought it was going to work, but it wasn't. The Seven of Cups, looking at their options. And then Ten of Swords in reverse, yeah. What are they not moving forward with? People are taking advantage. I'm telling you, it's the Shorts app. It's the Shorts app. People are taking advantage of the algorithm. It's 100% what this is. What are they not moving forward with? Oh, also people are stealing content. That's 100% what it is. Obviously, like, it would be a no-brainer that they're not moving forward with stolen content, but yeah, I think something is definitely benefiting people who are stealing pirated content for sure with the Seven of Swords here. But yeah, they're bringing balance into it with the Temperance card right here. And Six of Cups, or Six of Wands is saying they're going to be really successful in this. So anyways, I did way too much. I wasn't even going to do as much as I did, but I was like feeling, I just, every time I did a layer, I was like, I have to get deeper and deeper and deeper. So who knows? Only time will tell. Only time will tell. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I understand how crazy this all sounds, but I just see what I see. I'm going to say it. If it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's right, then I don't know. It kind of freaks me out when I'm right. No, I'm grateful for it. I shouldn't say it. I'm grateful for it. But I will link all the other stuff that I've been right about so far if you guys want to watch it. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.